Before commencing any division of fractions, the first thing to do is to make sure that any mixed numerals are turned into improper fractions. And the process once we've done that is the same for any fractions. So we'll change the 5 1/4 to an improper fraction. We do that by multiplying the whole number 5 by the denominator 4, and that's 20. Adding on the 1 on the top makes 21. And for the second fraction, 2 4/5, we multiply the whole number 2 by 5, and we end up with 10, adding the numerator 4 to get 14. The process for division of fractions is now very similar to multiplication. What we need to do is invert the second fraction, that's the one after the division sign, and change the operation to a multiplication. So it now becomes multiply by 5 over 14. We now do the multiplication process, which is to multiply across the top line, that's in blue, 21 multiplied by 5, which gives us 105, and across the bottom line, 4 times 14 equals 56. Now we look to simplify this fraction, and we can do that by trying different numbers that divide exactly into 105 and 56, and that number is 7. So we try dividing 105 by 7, that gives us 15, and 56 divided by 7 is 8. So this is the simplest fraction that we can get. This answer is sufficient as 15 over 8, but if we wanted to, we can also convert this to a mixed number. 8 goes into 15 once, with a remainder of 7. So as a mixed numeral, our answer would be 1 7/8. Quite often when we're doing multiplication of fractions, the numbers involved may lead to large answers, which become difficult to do in our head. What we can do is simplify the fractions before we actually do the multiplication process. Let's go back to the stage just after we inverted the second fraction. What we can also look to do is look at the numbers in the top lines of the fraction and the numbers in the bottom line and see if there are other values that divide exactly into either top or bottom lines. For example, 7 goes into 21 3 times and 7 also goes into 14 twice. We can only do this process if it involves a number in the top line and a number in the bottom line as a pair. In other words, we're doing some division before we go through the process of multiplying the top and bottom lines of the fractions. So now multiplying across, we see that 3 multiplied by 5 is 15 and 4 multiplied by 2 is 8, and we get back to our original answer, which is 15 over 8, which of course we can change into a mixed number if we want to and make it 1 7/8.